Hi there guys, it's Steve from Coils and Coins Detecting and welcome to another video. I'm back out in the bush again and I'm in an area that's got a lot of potential because it's a big area and there was a lot of activity up here in the early 1900s and even the late 1800s potentially, and I'm just trying to find sites that haven't been detected before up here in the bush. And I'm walking along the track to a spot that I've been to lots of times, and it's in my videos already a number of times, and I have found coins at those sites. And I just went off the side of the track because I thought this looked like an area that may have had something on it back in the day, possibly dumped some things that might have been dumped here. There's a little bit of glass and ceramic, but not a lot. And I've got the 11-inch coil on at the moment. I'm in all metal, field 1, and I've just got pretty standard settings, threshold of 6 today, just so I can hear all the targets in the ground when I discriminate. Target tone to 5, and I'm just accepting everything from 15 and up. Recovery speed maximum of 8, just because, again, it's a fairly trashy area, usually, not so much here, but I like the high recovery rate. High recovery speed, just so I can avoid any sort of target masking. And if I'm in a target density area, I like to run at maximum. Anyway, I was just scanning this area. There weren't many targets actually at all, and then I came across this one. It actually sounds nothing like it sounded in the ground. It was a 16-17 in the ground. And it's pretty much the only target here. I mean, I'm going to keep looking around in this area, but it was pretty much the only target here. And of all things, it's a coin. Now, I thought it was going to be a shotgun shell or something like that, being in the area I'm in, but I'm pretty sure that that's a little threepence. Now, it's pretty toasty. There we go, definitely silver. I can see George. So that's going to be a little threepence, and that's just unreal. It looks like it might have been through fire actually. A little wheat threepence by the look of it. Yep. Let's see if we can get the date out of it. A little bit hard to see, might be 51 possibly. Yeah, 1951 thrip. Can't believe that. The first target, thought it was going to be junk for sure. Turns out to be a coin, and it's a silver, what's more. So, good start, hey? I'll just keep scanning this area, and yeah, you never know, there could be another one nearby, so I'll let you know if I find something else. Alright, so I'm back up to a site I was at the other day. That last site though, that just goes to show you that it's worth swinging the coil over an area if you think there's been some activity before. I only found the one 1951 wheat threepence in that spot, but there are a lot of iron signals in the ground, and I just thought I'll go in there in all metal and just see if there's any iron in the ground or any signals at all. And out of all of that, picked out one little coin. So that's pretty amazing. So I'm continuing to work around the outside of this site, and I got a signal here, a 20. Nice repeatable 20. If I walk around to the other side, 21, 20, 21. And that is a very nice little repeatable signal, and I have seen this one, so I'll show you what we got right here. And you can see there, hopefully you can see there, got ourselves a coin. Looks like a penny. Pretty crusty old penny. Now I did find a Commonwealth penny here not so long ago, and also that beautiful little 1877 halfpenny. So I'll give this a bit of a clean up. Being a low number like that, this could be an old Britannia possibly, but I'll clean it up and come back and give you a look at it. Awesome. Alright, so we've cleaned it up as best I can out here in the bush with a bit of water and a soft toothbrush. And yeah, it is a Britannia penny, which is awesome. George the 5th. So when I get home, I'll clean this up a bit more, and we'll be able to hopefully get a date off that. But you can see there the Britannia, not in bad condition actually, and ring it up 2021 for a penny. It has to be a Britannia. The Rue pennies, Commonwealth pennies, they ring up much higher. So that is an awesome find. So that's the third coin out of this area so far, and I'm sure there are more. So we'll keep on hunting, and hopefully we can find some more. It'd be really nice to find an old silver in here. That's what I'm really hoping for. But I'll take these every day. Okay, so while I was hunting this site, I thought I'd show you a technique that I sometimes use when I'm hunting a site that's got a lot of targets. It's the target density is quite high, and I would rather search in a mode that didn't give me tones all the time. So if I search in all metal and I scan this area, here there are quite a few targets, especially around this area. Right, a lot of iron. Now if I discriminate out below 15, which is how you might normally hunt, you might think to yourself, there's nothing much there. But if you use I use the threshold sometimes instead of all metal, and what happens, I'll turn it up a bit so you can hear it. What happens when you go over a rejected target is you'll hear a blanking effect. You'll hear the threshold tone null out. And so if you're scanning an area and you've got your threshold up, you can hear how many targets are in the ground that way too. And as soon as I hear that kind of thing, I put my recovery speed right up to 7 or 8, because I know there's a lot of targets here and I want to be able to hear them all. I don't want them being masked out by iron. So just a little tip, sometimes it's worth using the threshold. It's a lot easier to hear on the headphones, and I usually hunt with my threshold at about 4 or 6, and you can hear that quite clearly on the headphones. It's a bit harder to hear without them, like this. But yeah, if I didn't know any better and I was just hunting with my discrimination set like this, I would think there was not much here. There's a patchy signal there, but you know, which I'll check out in a minute. But I might think there's nothing else in the ground in this area, when in fact it's loaded with targets. Anyway, yeah, very, very patchy. That's going to be rusty object, I would say, iron type object. So I'm not going to check that one out just at the moment. And very soon I'm going to switch back to the 6-inch coil, because I've done a bit of a wide sweep with the 11-inch, and now I'm in an area where I really need to use the 6-inch because I can't get in there. Very patchy signal there too. Doesn't give me much confidence, that one. When you hit a coin in this sort of environment, it really stands out. You can really hear it. So anyway, I'll keep hunting and I'll come back with the next good target. So still hunting about in this area. Haven't found a lot more. Just a lot of junk really. But there's a solid 17, 18 here that caught my attention. And when we dug this one up, found something a little bit different. To me, it looks like the top off an old pepper shaker maybe, or salt shaker. I don't know, or some sort of container anyway. Got the little handle, little knob on the top to lift the lid off. Holes in the top, so or maybe it was for spices or something like that. That's a cool little thing. But yeah, found a lot of slag in this area, a lot of little bits of lead, and bits and pieces, just tack. So it's been a bit hard going. Only the one coin and this little piece so far. So yeah, we'll keep looking. You never know. Cool. So I've moved up to a new area, which is a bit further up the track, and I've put the 6-inch coil on because it's pretty hard to get in and around under here. But there's old bricks and things lying around. Obviously used to be something here, or as a dump site at least. So haven't had many good signals until this one. It's not deep and it doesn't sound very big. 25, 26. I'm hoping that I might find the first coin for this area. Obviously could be a piece of sheet or something, a little bit of metal, of like a sheet metal off-cut or something, or a bit of lead, because there's been a bit of that around. But I remain hopeful. Let's see what we've got. It's not very deep. but it's a very, very solid tone. And it's a washer. Damn. Really thought that was going to be a coin. It's the right size and shape. Not a Chinese coin, even though it's got a hole in it. Okay. Never mind, keep looking. So I've got this interesting piece, which is a 24 on the Equinox. Looks like a propeller to me. And it's got some lugs on the back. There was some rust on the back there. It was attached to something. You can see there, one of the lugs is still on there. But yeah, that's a bit different. Definitely looks like a propeller. Not sure if that was on a toy, or if it's not a propeller at all, just something else, but it was attached to something, so it was definitely a plate or a badge or something. Clean it up and see if there's anything on it. It looks like there might be something on the front there. Not sure if it's a pattern or says something. Might actually say something there. I'll subtitle it if it says something interesting. Cool. Let's keep going. So just continuing to pick through the bricks and bits and pieces. And I was just about to give up on this area really, because I haven't got many good signals at all out of here. And then got this one. 17, occasionally 16, but solid. And you can hear the double bounce, very shallow. Come down closer and I'll be stuffed. Have a look at this. That looks like a coin, and without moving anything, I haven't touched it yet, without moving anything, I can see, I think, a little cutout in it, a little square cutout, a little hole in the middle, and ringing up as it has as a 17, I'm going to predict that could be a Chinese coin. I have found a couple in this area already, so I'm hoping that's what it's going to be. Let's extract it, see what we got. Yeah, I can see a little hole in it. Ooh, awesome. That's on the surface pretty much, and it's pretty thin compared to the other ones I've found. It's quite thin. Wicked. Well, I've been rewarded for my efforts finally. It's worthwhile when you pick through these places with a 6-inch coil. You do find stuff eventually if it's here, and I was beginning to think it wasn't here. So yeah, really happy with that. I'll clean that up and we'll come back and see what we got. So cleaned up quite well actually, and it's the same age as the other one that I found up a bit further near the old house site. So this dates 1890 to 1906 from my research on this coin, and it's a machine stamp coin. There was one machine stamp coin before this, and I think this is the second one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll subtitle that. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Absolutely brilliant. And this little spider's pretty happy with it too. Check him out. If I can zoom in a bit. Seems to be a few of these around. I don't know if they're poisonous or not. I doubt it very much. Even if they were, it wouldn't be biting me. It's only tiny. Beautiful colours though. Anyway, back to the coin. Happy with that one. Do a bit more of a scrounge around in this area, see if I can find some more. Cool. So I'm only about a metre away from where I found that Chinese coin, and I've got that signal there. Shallow, 16, 17. The other one was ringing up very definite 17. This one's a 16, so it may not be another coin, but it sounds way too good to just not check it out. Nah, it's not going to be a coin. It's a shotgun cartridge. They sound really good. Damn it. Never mind, we found that. We'll find other things. And interestingly, in this area there's quite a few fossils as well. This one there is pretty common in this area. It's kind of a quarry area. So yeah, all sorts of interesting things to see. Okay, let's keep hunting. Alright, so I've moved up the road yet again to the spot I've been to before where the old ruin was, and I got this target. It sounds horrible at the moment. There's a bunch of nails in there with it, but I have seen what it is. And it didn't sound that bad before I dug it up, so I've obviously moved some stuff around. But it is, this sort of hunting, it's very hard to show you live digs because there's so many bad targets. You'd be here all day recording everything. So I'm only really recording when I find something worth showing you guys. So there was a big nail in here which I've taken out, but there's also what looks to be a coin in here, and it looks like it's halfpenny size to me. No, better, it's a badge. And well, I know what this is. This is the, I've got one of these, found one of these before, but it was a lot bigger than this one, and of course I've hit it with a digger. Geez, I'm a clumsy oaf sometimes. Bloody oath, honestly. This is the Victory Medal, 1945, so this is the end of World War II Victory Medal. This is a smaller one than I found before. So it's got all the countries and so on the back of it there. I think there's a whale on it down there somewhere from memory, a few other bits and pieces. And on this side it's got the 1945 map of Australia with the sword carrying warrior. So cool, that is a wicked find. Shame I hit it though. Bloody oath, I need to be more careful, Stephen. Oh well, that happens, never mind. Certainly looked like a coin when it was in the ground like that, didn't it? Really happy with that. That's an awesome little find. I have found one other badge in here. It's a footy club badge, a Richmond one I think from the 30s or 40s. So this is the first or second badge I found here rather. Wicked. Yeah, happy, very happy with that one. Alright, let's keep looking. Hey guys, well that's it for today's video. I think we'll call it quits there. Found a few good things. It's been a fairly long day though, even though I found a few coins and bits and pieces and that nice victory medallion. Yeah, I've been going for about 4 or 5 hours, so these sites are awesome, but they are hard work and you don't find a lot. But when you do find something, it's usually pretty cool. Maybe something a bit older and a bit unusual. So thanks for joining me on the hunt, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Any comments, happy to hear from you guys. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, please do that. And that way you'll catch the next video when I release it out. So good luck with your hunting. Hope you find something cool, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and